Yep. Emoji. Oh, I'm getting chills.
So good. That's like really, really loud. You know how to get my attention if you want to say something. And oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Shut that off because I don't feel like hearing or having everybody here. Shut the fuck up every time you turn around. Okay, so yeah, welcome back to. What the fuck? All right, slow it down. I just about said divine intervention. Why I about said that, I don't know, but Gemini twin ascension. Divine intervention. Yeah, okay. I have a feeling my masculine is dreaming, and after the conversation we had today, I have a feeling in his dream I'm drunk because I've had the giggles for the past 20 minutes. But, anyways, welcome back to Gemini Twin Ascension. There, I said it right that time. Like I said the other night, I was awaiting for my goddesses and sirens deck that I've been waiting for over a month now. That way, I have they're kind of companion, offsetting. You got the gods and titans and the goddesses and sirens decks, and so it finally came. So I've got them both now to where I can do the readings like I've been wanting to do them for a while. And so we're going to go into that. And ow, ankle popped. Um, but this whole quarantine thing's got everybody, frazzled, bumfuck, whatever you want to call it, irritated it, the people that we're stuck in the houses with. And so we're going to see kind of, you know, where everything's at, which, like I said, I spoke to my divine masculine this morning or today. Heard last I heard from him was about 2 hours ago, hour and a half, 2 hours ago, something like that. But yeah, he's been getting a lot of work done around the house, trying to keep himself busy, trying to, just stay centered. And it's not easy for my own masculine. I mean, he's used to traveling a lot. He's used to, staying busy outside the house, which in a way it keeps him from really having to deal with the karmic situation there. And he's still in that, mindset of trying to really not face what he needs to be facing. Honestly, that's kind of what I was getting from our conversations today. So, yeah, but they're being really forced to face things that they've been putting off for a while. So, and this box is new, so it doesn't it opened a lot easier that time than it did the other night. But they're really trying to, you know, navigate things in a peaceful way. That's about the only way I can really think how to word it. Um, hmm, yeah, that's damn sure. But they're trying. There's still a little bit of resistance in facing things because, like I said, they've put off facing this stuff for so long, and they're really not wanting to deal with it. But they're being okay. That one wanted to come out. They're being forced into dealing with it. Uh, Spirit saying, you've put this off. You've put this off. There's no running from it. There's no hiding from it now. You're going to deal with it in one way or another. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. And So they're trying to do it as easy as possible. Sometimes it's not going, how they'd like it to. Like I've said before, my own masculine, he's a Libra. Very non-confrontational, doesn't like, causing a stir and things like that. That was evident with him from, the very beginning when we first, started talking before we even knew, what this whole thing was. It was very evident that he is very non-confrontational. He doesn't like, fighting, and I forgot to get that one out. All right. I've got enough out here because I didn't pull all my cards out this time. I just got a select few decks that I was kind of guided to pull out, and I do have my runes out as well. But a lot of the feminine are going through, tests of their commitment and their faith, and it's not easy, to say the least, because okay, it's really hard to handle something that's not right there in front of you. But if you saw the post on my Instagram page the other day, the last part of the message was, believing is not see or help. Seeing is not believing. Believing is seeing. Once you believe, once you really understand, what this is, you'd be amazed on, what things are going to start popping up and start making sense to you now. So that's really where your faith comes in. The more you believe, the more you let the universe know, okay, I understand it's, it's rough, but I understand what you're asking of me. Help me to do it in a better way. Show me a better way than what I've been doing, because obviously the way I've been doing it's not working. So help me understand a better way to do things. And that popped up the other day. Yeah. So I am seriously smelling one of my essential oils right now, and I can't figure out which one it is. But yeah. Okay, you told me to use this one, so I will then. One from you, please. Just one. I know you like throwing this whole deck at me, but please. Okay. And one for me. Okay. Okay. And then one. No. Okay. Split. Bottom. Okay. And we'll use this one, which I don't use very often, but for some reason she decided she wanted to come. Oh, and now see why now. Jumpy. Okay. And this one's one I don't use often, so I will have to consult the book. Michael, that come out when Lexi used to stick. That's why. Okay. I understand now. We'll say. One more. Huh. And we will save the runes for the end. But we will start. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that this will be a little longer than usual because after I do the standard reading, we are going to do a little bit of a, how do I put this? Ophelia and I both have a deck that's the exact same. So she's going to pull cards for the feminine side, and I'm going to pull for the masculine because obviously right now my masculine is really channeling in because he's just, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but like I said, I honestly think he's dreaming right now. But and it's kind of funny. The three cards that come out from the gods and titans for the masculine is the chaos. They're really dealing with things at home that they don't want to have to deal with, but Spirit said, tough shit, suck it up, deal with it. And then we've got the travel card, which, they are really, really wanting to get to their feminines right now. But, a lot of them, the quarantine, it's not possible. And that goes into what my own masculine and I were discussing earlier today. This whole quarantine thing, it's rough to deal with. It really is because, like I said, he travels a lot for work. And then he's wanting to be able to get to me and he can't. So he's feeling, chaotic in his mind, knowing where he wants to be, but he can't get there. And it's leaving him questioning, we've got Apollo inquiry, questioning how's he going to handle this? What can he do to, ease everything, get back to where he wants to be? And then we have actions speak loudly, especially express your love through actions. And that's just, there's really not a whole lot to add to that one. The masculines are telling the feminines they want to show them, they want to be able to, really show her, to prove to her that yes, it's not just words behind what they've said. They love her. They want to prove it. But it's really, really hard right now, and it's going to take a whole lot of strength on both sides, for the masculine and the feminine, to get through this shit that everybody's dealing with. But when all's said and done, we get the smoke clears and everything, there's going to be a rebirth. There's going to be a renewal of the commitment that the feminine and the masculine have to each other. And then we have, like I said, I'm going to have to consult a book because I don't use these cards very often. It is the Akashic Tarot deck. I don't use it very often, but we do have, the Divine Physician is one of the cards that's coming up, and we all know, and it's obvious on the card who that is. It's Jesus. But it stands before a well, carrying a jug of healing water, sharing his light of healing with those nearby. Upon his robe are the emblem of medicine and healing. Oh, okay, I know what basically the Kundalini snakes is, the physician's emblem. I can't pronounce that very well. Called the Diem, whatever, by Celts. He made the mortally wounded rise. Jesus brought people back from the dead. This card indicates that you are moving into a time of magnificent healing on many levels. There's a person who can be a great healer for you as well as a teacher who shares the healing gifts that you can pass on to others. If you don't know this person yet, keep your eyes open. He or she is coming. You also may find yourself being called to help others at this time. Hello, what are we doing here? But the masculines are really feeling the pull to start helping others as well. And My cards just fell there and split apart my deck. And this is just, well, not my deck. I didn't make this deck, but it's a very connected deck with my masculine. And it literally, the cards, some of the cards slid because the way I have it sitting in the box. And look at the card that popped out. It's the love card. It did. It just, half the deck slid off the box. And this was the card that was sticking out. Okay. I love you too, dear. And then we have the King of Scrolls. And to me, that's, a masculine that is very knowledgeable, very smart in many aspects of life. But we will look at the book right here. It says, man holds a scroll as he looks across the well-groomed garden. And that is what he was sitting here talking about he's been doing during quarantine. He's been getting to do a whole lot of gardening. And I told him, I said, the extent of my gardening is mowing and weeding the lawn and hanging a plant that had already been potted. That's the extent of my gardening. But that's kind of funny. A number of scrolls lay on the ground on the garden bench next to him. He is the King of Scrolls, a man of learning, and he can be helpful to you in a number of ways. This man may be present in your life already. Yeah. If not, you'll be meeting him soon. He may be an author, a teacher, or communicator who will assist you in some professional way. Okay, there's something. A treasure trove of discovery is waiting for you, so let your mind and your life soar. So, honestly, that is the masculine to me. Like I said, very learned man, very smart. But at the same time, it's the masculine asking the feminine to pull on her own creative side, do the things that she's really been, pulled to do and she's been putting off. Which, yeah, I know what that one is on for my own. Yeah. But on the feminine side, and these are the goddesses and sirens cards, we have, it says Jeanne d'Arc, but it's Joan of Arc, basically, but it says faith. And the feminines are really trying to stay in a mindset of faith, of trusting in this commitment, and trusting in this commitment. And that's the next card. It's Hera, commitment. She is really staying committed. She knows what she wants, and she's not being swayed by anyone, no matter what anybody else says, no matter what outside appearances may try to tell her. She knows what she wants, and she's going to stay there. And then we have Persephone cycles. The feminines are getting very, very good at, seeing the cycles, recognizing the patterns. And when they do that, when, they can call it out for what it is, it helps them move through it so much quicker when they, hey, well, I've been here before. I know what's going on. I'm not going to fall apart. I'm not going to give in to that ego side of me, the fears, the doubts, well, he doesn't love me, he doesn't want me, he doesn't, he doesn't do this, and this. She knows. And, like I was telling Ophelia earlier, I see the cycles in my masculine. I know that he does go silent sometimes, and he's not doing it on purpose. He's really not, because when he goes silent, I still feel him around. I know that if he could be there, if he could give me the, the attention that he really thinks that I deserve, that he would be there, he would be talking to me. But he has other, outside factors that are making it very hard for him. And I'm not going to push. I'm not going to be responsible for causing issues for him at home. So I stay as relaxed as possible. I do send him messages off and on throughout, while he's quiet. I am thinking about you. Everything is okay. I understand. And that way, when he does have the time, he can sit there and he can go back and see, she's still here, she's still with me, she does love me. And it helps him in so many ways because my own masculine, and I honestly don't see why, but he has he has issues with self-confidence. He's told me before he doesn't feel like he's good enough for me. And I don't I don't see that because I've told him, when we first started talking, I thought you were too good for me, that I didn't deserve you. And now it's kind of the roles of reverse. He started thinking that about me, and I'm like, no, it's you. It will always be you. So, and then we have do something for someone, give your attention to another. And it's the feminines, telling the masculines, you feel called to help, help. We are not going to hold it against you if there's somebody that is genuinely needing your help. Now, I'm not saying somebody that's trying to manipulate you into a situation that you don't want to be in. If there is somebody out there that genuinely needs your help, masculine, help them. But don't fall into that trap of, the people that are just manipulating you for their own selfish reasons. Don't. Use your own discernment. Be smart. And then we have focus. The feminines are, telling the masculine this, focus on yourself. Figure out, what it is you truly want, which we know what you want. We feel it. Thank you, babe. But, and you disrupted me. Can you help me bring that back? Okay. How do I word this? Don't give so much of yourself to somebody else that you forget to take care of yourself. Help others, but remember, you have to take care of yourself too. You can't pour from an empty cup. We hear this time and time again. And then we have awareness, live in the moment. And this has been a little bit of a thing that we've been trying to get through Ophelia's head. Quit focusing on, the future. Stay right here in the moment. Yeah, my masculine and I were doing this earlier, though we weren't really, staying in the moment. We were talking about the future, when we can be together, when we can see each other. And that's not exactly what it's talking about, living in the moment. It's yes, it's okay to dream of the future, but don't be so caught up in dreaming of the future you don't live what's your life, what's going on now. You don't see what's going on right now. And it's almost, I keep hearing, you can't see the forest for the trees. You're so focused on what's out there, you're not fully enjoying what's right here in front of you. And then from the Akashic Tarot deck, we have Archangel Michael, which he's helping. He's on my crystal cabinet, my altar, I guess you could say. He is always, since I was little, he has always been a main presence in my life, in my family's life. So I know. And then you look at him, and there's these two little kids, and it's kind of funny. The little girl has got dark hair and almost looks like dark eyes, and then a cute little boy reaching up for Michael. Sammy and Ryder. Okay. But it says Archangel Michael is a channel of divine power. He is seen here sharing his energy with two small children, bringing them great strength and support. He is about to pick up the boy, and he can help lift your energy too. When you receive this card, know that your energy reflects Michael's amazing strength. And see, again, we had the strength pop up on the masculine side. So Michael is giving, both twins the strength they need to get through this. This can be a cycle of increasing power for you, one where you feel courage growing and you know what action to take next. Trust your convictions, your power, and your resourcefulness. So, Michael's really bolstering the strength and clearing the way, helping clear the way, which you see this cart and this tree across the road, and this man's holding an axe. And you know, it's the feminine telling the masculine, we are working on clearing the way. We are raising our vibrations in the hopes that, you will feel that and you will help to raise yours as well. And then we have the six of forces. Yes, thank you. And this is the waterfall. Hey, no cheeky comments about that, please. A towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the forces within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe and you have the ability to shape any situation in the way that honors you and moves your life forward. So, it's the masculines need to learn to tap into their own powers, and manifest what they want. They have the power within them. They just have to tap into it. It says the element of water is fluid. Like the waterfall, your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future. Stop. Extending into the farthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as the expansion of psychic energy. Use this time to act on these and tap into your powers that is ever overflowing. So, yeah. It's time to start using those powers, that strength, that leadership. Yeah. Please. And then from the Angels and Ancestors deck, we have Bask in Joy and Light. And I had a bee that was buzzing around. I was sitting outside earlier today and I had a bee that she didn't really get real close to me, but she made her presence known to the point I had to scold Bradley because he was trying to snap at her. He was trying to eat her. And I told him no. But it says summer, bask in joy and light. And there is a bee. So, summer's coming. It's time to be outside and happy and swimming and all that stuff. So, yeah. And then we have Magic Guardian, and this goes into the Waterfall deck, or the Waterfall card that just came out from the Akashic Tarot deck. It says Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Tap into your own powers. They're there, feminine, masculine. It's not one of those, if you don't use them, you lose them type thing. It's no, it's almost midnight. I just got. They're always going to be there, but the more you use them, the stronger you're going to get with them. And then we have the warrior, and strength seems to be a really, really prevalent theme in this reading, because we have, be fearless, stand strong. And it's saying, to both twins, hold your boundaries, don't give in for what you want now. Don't give up what you want the most for what you want right now. Be strong, hold your boundaries, don't let people talk you out of what you already know. And then we have expansion, spread your wings and soar, share your message, shine your light. And we have bask and joy in light. Share, show the world what you're made of. You know, it's everything is just, uh, yeah. And then we have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. This karmics are going to throw anything and everything they can at you to get you to lose faith, to get you to, drop your commitment to go, you know, go a path that is not really meant for you. But then we have summon, and that's the angels saying, "We're here. You just have to call on us, call out for us, and we will be here to help you." But with the free will, you have to invoke them. You have to say, "Holy angels, I'm here. I'm open. Help." But you have to let them know. You have to summon them in. You have to ask, or they can't do anything. Their hands are tied. And then seems like a lot of sixes are coming out as well. I'm noticing this. We've got the six of forces here. Hang on, let's see. I know I saw another one just a second ago. Where is it? Yeah, the divine physician is the number 6. And then we have the 6 of scrolls. Okay. And I just opened a 6 of roses. War of the roses. Come here. Okay, this is the 6 of scrolls is a sands of time. Basically, divine timing. It's got the hourglass on it. It says the sun has begun to set low in the western horizon, but it's still visible in the window of the beautiful castle room. A man is focused with concern on a large hourglass that has almost run out. He rolls up his sleeves, ready to get back to work. This card shows that, in some matter of importance, time is of the essence. There could be an opportunity that you don't want to miss. It may be a project, a situation, easy, or personal connection that requires action or even completion. You might have had some delays, or you may have been highly active and industrious for some time. Either way, keep going. Your focused effort is still required in order to get to the end of the game. Don't let worry steer you from your goal. There is more yet to do, so don't give up. Divine timing. It seems like just when you're about ready to give up, throw in the towel, that's when your miracle happens. You just have to keep pushing through, and everything's going to be okay. Stop in. Yes, I know. Like he said, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I love you. Everything's. We'll get through this. And it's just, asking us don't give up. And then I picked the Akashic Tarot deck up to start putting it away. Bottom of the deck, it's on track. 1 of scrolls. As I'm sitting there saying, it's okay. Everything's going to work out. Don't worry. So yeah. So I'm going to unmute Ophelia and let her go into the divine feminine energies. And hang on. How many cards did you pull? So I have an idea of what I need.
I pulled 9 for the divine feminine energy. I just said divine feminine energy, and 9 popped out pretty much one right after the other. And then 3 for the union energy. And then I pulled 2 for how the feminine feels about the masculine, and then 3 for the union energy out of my love thing. And then I pulled 4, basically with the same deck that you have, 9 and then 3, so 12. But I got 3 also, basically in total 6, but 3 for the union, like 4 for the union, and then 2 for how the feminine feels about the masculine for out of my lover's deck. And then my goddess deck, I have 4 messages from the angels. Does that make any sense? I feel like I was talking in circles.
Yeah, I want to know exactly how many, or an estimate of how many I should attempt to pull from the fairy, because I've already pulled, what I need from the others.
Oh, 12. All right.
Good Lord.
You want to go ahead and mute yourself so I can...
I don't want to. You can't make me. Hang on. There's that card. Okay.
Since you only took 45 minutes on yourself.
Well, you know what happens especially when I'm tapped into him, that happens. Every time. It's not intentional. It's just what comes out. Okay. I'm going to mute myself. Yeah. Enough.
All right. So for the divine feminine energy, whenever I was pulling the cards, it kind of actually told a story. And the first card that came out was 9 of Winter. And that one's basically talking about fear and worst case scenarios. What you have here is someone basically depressed, lying in bed and praying to God. But what she's not paying attention to is, which by the way, this is one of my twin flame signs. The first sign I ever asked for was 2 white doves. And you have a feminine dove over here roosting and a masculine dove bringing stuff to add to the nest. So she's not paying attention to that. And she's not paying attention to her sign from God as she's praying for the signs. She's stuck in this fear. And because she's stuck in this fear, she feels defeated. She feels like nothing's the way that she wants it to be. And so she's choosing to walk away is what this one is. And it's the 5 of Winter. And you got this. And what you have is basically a masculine fairy here. Where's he at? And then a feminine fairy back here that matches him, but she's with a different masculine. So what he's choosing to walk away from is he thinks that this karmic relationship's never going to end because this masculine fairy matches this feminine fairy, but she's with someone she doesn't match. So it's basically giving up because you don't feel like they're like you can't go forward and get the effort. And that's like what divine feminine, like where she's at. But what divine feminine's doing by doing that is she's surrendering to God. And we have awakening 12. And it's a temporary pause in action. But what it is balancing out. Why'd you unmute yourself again?
Because I can't, on my screen, if I have you muted, I can't see shit.
Oh, got it.
If it says on the screen, it says your mic is muted.
Yeah, that's what it says whenever you do it to me.
Completely across the screen to where you can't see the video feed at all?
No, it just goes across part of it. That's why I'm like, I can't see what you're showing. But anyway, with awakening here, what divine feminine's getting ready to do is she's going through this awakening. She's balancing things out. She's learning how to balance her peace of mind and all that stuff. She's getting ready to trust more into her inner knowing, but she's balancing. And by doing that and balancing things out with herself, we have the Magician. And the Magician is take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be for success. Meanwhile, the Magician, the only thing that's really standing out to me here is the infinity symbol. So by taking charge of herself and doing whatever she wants for herself, it's like all paths lead to this castle. And I'm telling you that for a reason, because a couple cards from now, you're going to see the same exact fucking castle. Exactly. And then while we have another balancing card here after the Magician, and it's the 2 of Autumn. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities and a talent for multitasking. So it's just like a huge balancing thing going on with Divine Feminine. And then we have Princess of Spring, optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let creativity take flight. Meanwhile, she's just sitting here in her swing, minding her own business, doing her own thing. And here's where you see the castle again. We have the dreamer. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So this is the Divine Feminine going off on her own, following this path to the exact same castle that was in the Magician. The Magician card had the Divine Masculine in it. Again, I would like to point that out. And then we have the Sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for blessings of life. So with the Sun card here, what that's telling me is joyous times are ahead. She's finally embracing her true self, finally doing whatever she wants, and joyous times are ahead. Meanwhile, you have both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are heading to the same damn castle. And then right beside the dreamer, we have the Sun, which is a Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine's following her dreams and following God. And here's Divine Masculine following Divine Feminine. I'm just saying, I wanted to focus on Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine had to like throw his fucking self in here. And then we have the Lovers. True love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, return of good health. So basically, Divine Feminine's working on herself. She's balancing things out. She's going through an awakening. She's learning to bring love into her life. She's manifesting her dreams and following her divine life path. In joyous time, she's going to be at peace with herself here soon after she goes through all this hardships. And then here comes her twin flame back with the Lovers. And then for the union energies, we have the Chariot. Success that comes from dedication, self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, bring in the spotlight. And the Chariot to me is letting the divine take the wheel. It's movement, it's travel. So union energies, travel. Then we have Princess Spring, charming, self-confident, passionate, restless. And this means immediate action, a passionate relationship. So immediate action and a passionate relationship. And where it's sitting at is it's sitting right beside the Princess of Spring. And they're looking at, well, he's looking at her and she's, where are we at here? He's looking at her and here she is just on her swing doing whatever the fuck she wants. And he's charging towards her. And then we have, for the union energies as well, we have the World, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So what this is saying is a worlds apart, taking action. We've got 2 travel cards here, plus the World card. So there's traveling and taking action is on the horizon for union energies. For I meant to do this first, but I didn't. But for the Root, we have the Hermit card for Divine Feminine. So for the Root, Divine Feminine's taking time. She's hermiting. She's taking time for herself. And then we have the 10 of Autumn for the Crowning. And that's taking steps to ensure financial security, making wise investments, and stuff like that. So it's trying to be financially stable, wanting that happy family home life. So taking steps towards that. And then we have the 2 of Summer and the 4 of Autumn. With the 4 of Autumn, that's making financial decisions. And these were like, I just put the deck in the middle. And if you just look at the picture, because I'm just focusing on the picture for this one, is you have a Divine Feminine looking in a mirror at a Divine Masculine. So soul seeing. And we have the 2 of Summer, where it's your relationship can be healed, don't give up, falling in love, making a serious commitment. And that was literally right behind the 4 of Autumn, so I took that. So all this stuff is like leading to it. The way that for union energies as well, we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. But with release your ex, I noticed something I never noticed before is we have a paper. So possible divorces for some of these, for both twins are coming, like stuff that involves paperwork. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This card right here is telling me that on both ends, since this is a unit energy, both ends, everyone's going through forgiving and learning and healing out things. Now, what's going on at this moment is separation because, Earth is closed. So everyone's separated. So take this time and heal yourself while you're all separated. And that's part of the union energy is the separation because Earth is closed. But it's also that I didn't hear a thing you said. But anyway, then we have make the effort for these union energies. So it's both twins have to come forth. Both twins have to make the effort. But then what this is telling you, divine feminine, heal yourself to the point where you're sitting in your divine feminine energy. Like still stand up for yourself, still go to work, still hustle. But be enough in your divine feminine energy to where your divine masculine feels like he can come forth and be the divine masculine. But how divine feminine feels for divine masculine is past life relationship. She knows this is a past life relationship. She knows that they spent many relationships together. This is also how she feels for divine masculine. True love. So it's true unconditional love. This is a romance of a lifetime. So you have past life relationship and true love together. That right there is just like that's telling me twin flame, screaming it. For your messages from the holy angels, we have Zume, humor, and Matat. I can't say that. Truth. So bring for the messages from the holy angels are basically humor and truth. You need to bring truth into the situation, but don't forget the humor. Like see the truth, see what everything is, know your truth. Use your crown chakra. But because also with truth, it's her crown's illuminated here. But both of these cards are dealing with all lower chakra colors. And then I asked God what his message was for us. And we have Metis, wisdom, and Yi, the sun. And with this one, we have a moon. And these both popped out together. So God's trying to, again, illuminate you, bring in the wisdom, your inner knowing. So your truth and inner knowing, like you see it, you know it, you feel it's got feelings. And then joy, he's trying to say joyous times are ahead, that he's going to light the way for you. But then I pointed out the moon earlier because they came out together. And then you got this little moon, and right beside it was the sun. All right, that's everything I had pulled.
Okay. So I kind of forgot how you said you were doing reading. So I basically did head, heart, physical, and from higher self for the masculine.
Oh, I just pulled random cards. I didn't do anything. I just pulled random cards. You can mute me if you want. I'm going to shuffle and put these away. I said she can mute me, and then she exits the feed.
No, I didn't. I just pulled myself off the. Yeah. But the way I did it is I drew one card for head, one for heart, one for physical, and one for from his higher self. And then I did that again twice more for kind of clarifying for the first card. And I'm just going to point out that the first card that come out for the head, the heart, the physical, and from the higher self, all four are major arcana cards. So, yeah. These are things that are basically set. They're going to happen. But, yeah. For the headspace, we have the moon, which is powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear. So in their heads, they're coming to terms. What?
I had seven major arcanas going. Actually, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. But, yeah. How many? Thank you. Okay. But it says letting go of worry and fear. So this is his headspace. He's letting go of things that he's been so worried about. and it says be practical with respect the two the two clarifiers we have are the Prince of Autumn and the Queen of Autumn. Pentacles. It says be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So, and then cautious but wise, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. So, he's letting go of, the fears that have been keeping him stuck, but he's really trying to take a practical approach on, how he's going to proceed with it. And in his heart space, we have the Emperor. And again, this is, masculine. Logic and structure will to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. And this is in his heart. He wants to become the leader, but he's also, his head and his heart are still kind of fighting with each other. But we have reach out to others for comfort and love, which is the Three of Swords. You will grow stronger from this situation, sadness that will heal with time. So it's in his heart, he knows that as he proceeds, things are going to get a little difficult. But, we also have wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So, he knows that this is the best course of action in his heart. He knows where he wants to go, but he knows at the same time it's going to be difficult. But he knows that, I keep saying that he knows where he wants to go with it. And then I keep saying that he knows. And then we have in his physical space, we have awakening, which is actually the Hanged Man. But it says change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. But the main part that really spoke to me on this was the change the way you're looking at the situation, which, things are going to be tough, especially in my own masculine situation as he proceeds with this. It's going to be hard. But it's going to be better for his boys. It's going to be better for his kids, because he'll be happier. He'll be, he's always talking about stability, and in his mind, he always thinks, stability means both parents together. And then we have the Tower, life experience. It's just let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event. So physically, they are letting go of those outdated constructs of, what a family really means. They're letting go of how they thought their life was going to go, and starting to embrace, what they're meant to do, where they really truly want to go, not just what society has told them that they should be doing. And then we have the Seven of Spring. It says, be assertive, don't back down from what you believe, courageously stand up for yourself. And that's just, physically they're starting to say enough. They're finally setting their boundaries. They're saying enough. This is not what I want. This is not making me happy. Shit's got to change. And it's not easy for them. And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling his panic, and that he's really scared. Oh my. Baby. He's so scared of losing his boys. Oh my God. Michael, please. Whoa. Okay, babe. Thank you. Holy shit. Okay. And then from his higher self, we have renewal. It says review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. Again, that's going into releasing, you know, what they thought their life would be like and embracing what they were meant to do, what they truly want. And we have don't be deterred by the challenges along the way. It is important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So his higher self is pushing him. Is telling him it's okay. It's a challenge, but you're strong enough. You can handle this. You can get through this. She's going to be there to help you. Don't worry so much. Have the faith. Listen for our guidance. We're here to help. We want to help. She wants to help. Let her be your strength when you don't think you have any. Don't give up. And then we have, fuck. Oh my God, babe. We have the Two of Spring, which is the Two of Wands. This is a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress is being made. And that's just going into the, partnering with someone. That's, what I was just saying. She's there. She wants to help you. Lean on her. Let her be the strength that you need to get through it. The progress is being made. It's baby steps. It's, I'm not going to give up. Fuck. Holy shit. Okay. Motherfuck. That hit hard. You're unmuted, by the way.
There was when you said awakening, I don't know what that noise is, but when you said awakening, I had to pull back out my awakening card because I had the awakening card too.
Yeah. Holy fuck. It's actually a hangman card.
I know.
This was my very first deck. So it's actually got marks on it, like especially the card, like the major arcana cards that aren't named what they typically are in a standard tarot deck. Like Awakening is Hanged Man, and then Life Experience, that's the Tower. Renewal is Judgment. So that these cards are marked, and even on each one of the minor arcana cards, they in the corner of them you'll see either a W, an S, a P, or a yeah. See. Son of a.
So basically, what it is divine feminine's going through healing and she's focusing on herself, which gives divine masculine time to go through his healing and focus on himself and his situations.
Holy fuck.
Long story short.
Yeah.
Alrighty, is that the end of the reading?
No, one more. Okay. He said, "I need to pull a room." Get on. Oh shit. That was. I'm still kind of.
You're what?
That was. And this is one of his favorite words to use. That was fucking intense. Yeah. I've got maybe 30 minutes or so.
I know, so if you got another card, go ahead and pull it because I want to talk to you for a couple minutes before you gotta go.
You gotta go? Okay.
Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. I wanna miss it when you hit that high. You put the boom boom into my heart. You make my soul fly when loving starts. The jitterbug into my brain. It goes a bang, bang, bang till my feet do the same. Something's bugging, something ain't right. My best friend told me what you did last night.
We have the rune we have is Sawelu. It means wholeness, life force, the sun's energy. And what's the sun?
Masculine.
Fuck me! Both. So it stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization. It indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become is actually what by nature you already are. Become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express okay. Express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. It marks a time of regeneration down to the cellular level. That's kind of funny. What are we doing when we take the pretendum? Although this rune has no reverse position, there is a reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expand your energy now. Know that such retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward for centering, for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of a spiritual warrior. It counsels opening yourself up, letting the light part of your life that has been secret shut away. To accomplish this may call for a profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There is a prayer known as Gayatri, yeah, I probably butchered that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness. Address the sun in this fashion. You, who are the source of power, the great illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. While reciting this prayer, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world. entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. There is caution here not to give yourself airs. Even in a time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly and maintain your aim without manipulative efforts. Meditate on Christ's words. I can of my own self do nothing. For by our own power we do nothing. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into the wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. A little bit of the wholeness, it's almost kind of fitting considering the merge that just happened. Fuck. About 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. Before I am going to that I posted on my personal Instagram, but I really think it's worth mentioning here because I haven't put it on my Gemini Twin Ascension page yet. I was watching this series on the Gaia streaming service last night. It's called Sacred Power. And an episode, well, I fell asleep through one of them, and I woke up in an episode. This is why we don't heal. And it got talking about what this woman coined this phrase is woundology or woundologist, where they use their past hurt as excuses, for their current way of being. And the example she gave was talking about she was in Prussia at one winter. She said it was like well below zero, and they were waiting at the bus line. And all of a sudden, this guy, who's speaking Russian, comes pushing through everybody to get to the front of the line. And he was speaking Russian, but he basically said, I was at Stalingrad. I deserve to be at the front of the line, basically saying, I suffered through all of this, so I can be, a hateful douchebag and, get on the bus before anybody else. You cannot use what has happened to you in your life as an excuse to be hateful and mean and controlling to other people. It's basically a narcissistic move. And that's where when she started talking about, if you're living with a woundologist, and this is where it struck me that that's kind of a narcissistic tendency. She said the best response if you're living with a woundologist is no response at all. Don't, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I don't have to deal with you like this. And it's just it really made me stop
Like
and
me
think
earlier when I just walked into my room. I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I just turned around and walked away.
Yeah, it's just, it really makes you stop and think on how so many of us use, the things that happened in our past to act the way we do now. And it's not right. It's, it's not right. You have to learn to forgive. And I wish I could find my notebook. I think it's in the living room. But I was actually sitting there as I was watching this episode taking notes on this shit. And it was just weird because I was asleep and then all of a sudden I was dead awake and I'm like, what is she talking about? And it was just like, holy shit. But I see some of the shit that she was talking about in the karmic. And, I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't see it myself. because of course it kind of helped me see the patterns in the karmic. But the things that happened to me as a child, the way some of the things my dad did, it made me really guarded in regards to the karmic. I really, in the beginning, even in the very beginning, I was suspicious of what he was doing, why he was doing certain things. Come to find out that my suspicions were pretty much true, but that was projecting things that my own dad had done onto somebody that up until that point had not shown me that he would do things like that. But anyway, that was, yes, fucking intense. One of your favorite words. But I hope this reading helped. And look up, and I shit you not, it said 1:11:11 on the timer. And it took me 10 seconds. Yeah. But I hope this helped. I know it helped me because holy, yeah. I hope y'all have a great night. And more than likely, tomorrow night, y'all keep an eye out on Ophelia's page because I think we're going to do another reading tomorrow night. Energy permitting, because holy crap, right now I'm kind of.
Yeah, I'm really drained, and I still have 6 more zodiac signs to go through tonight. Because if I don't do them tonight, I don't know when I'm going to get to them. So that's why I'm like pushing myself.
I'm not drained. It's just I know some of it's not my energy, and I'm just, yeah. Okay. But anyways, y'all have a good night, and if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.